Terry, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me, and for the next time you do this, do not book the Portuguese kids the night before and then have me speak in the morning. That was very, very difficult. But I'm here with bells on. I'm super happy to be here. When Terry called and told me about this event, we came across each other, I think on Facebook. I go back to my memory. And for years I've been trying to find an organization or an event that I could be a part of, that I could give back to. When I was younger, I didn't have events like this to go to. So to give you some background of what I do and who I am, my parents were born in Azores, in a town called Algodalt, right down by Vila Franca. I had a very strict and unrelated upbringing with people I went to school with. So, not able to go out, after school, no after school activities. I was very limited to my cousins, my titillas, and my brother and sister. I hung out with them, and I loved my lifestyle. I loved where I was raised. Forever thankful my parents moved out west to do that for me. At the same time, it was very hard. It was not easy. To give you some examples, girls who were my age, they would do horseback riding or take basketball. My parents signed me up for 11 years of accordion lessons. Don't make me play. So every Wednesday night and every Saturday morning, I would take accordion lessons. And I would drag that 40-pound instrument with me and never telling my friends what I did. On Saturday afternoons, I would do Portuguese language lessons. I would do Portuguese dance lessons. I would play the boys' side and the girls' side because there wasn't enough to go around. So my Portuguese culture was instilled in me. The only challenge was it wasn't shared within the community, so I felt separated all the time. I had my Canadian life, and then inside my house was Portugal. Very different. So by 18, I thought, time to spread my wings, time to see the world a little bit. I wanted to extend my education. At that time in my small town, everyone graduated high school, packed their bags, and off they go to university across Canada. My parents weren't so hot on the idea. So when I told them I wanted to go to university, they said, sure. Which university are you going to go in town? And I tried to explain to them in our town there was no such university I wanted. So when I left home for university, it was received very badly. So badly that I didn't speak with my parents for a year, and I really, really missed them. So I wasn't able to speak with my brother, my sister, and I had to go to school and had 2 jobs and trying to find my way. At the same time, thank you. I knew they loved me, and I loved them. They just couldn't understand why I had to leave the house unmarried to continue school education. They just couldn't wrap their minds around it at the time. So fast forward, I go to university, and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning how other children were raised very different from my own, and started working different jobs. I worked in government. I worked as a liquor representative selling wine across Canada. I worked in radio and TV, trying to find what I enjoyed. All the way, it was mostly in sales in the background, each and every time. Then my parents, a few years down the road, they said, we're going to Azores. We're going to go there for a month. Would you like to come with us? I thought, well, that's interesting. And I saw town to town, walking their exact distances when they were children, where my dad met my mom underneath the lemon grove trees, washing clothes. I saw all their sacrifices that they did to come to Canada. So I had that background of being raised on a farm, we made the cheese, killed the pigs, killed the chickens, but I knew everything from a kitchen point of view and a business point of view and my Portuguese background, so everyone loved me. That was a big life-changing moment for me.